Greetings once again, my friends, and welcome back to more Battle for Azeroth Allied Races coverage. Now, last time we took on the High Mountain Tauren, which is pretty much the easiest allied race right now to take on. The next one we're going to take up is, in my opinion, the second easiest to be able to do, and that is the second Horde allied race, the Nightborne. So, with the High Mountain Tauren, you just needed to finish up their story and be exalted with them. This one actually took a little bit more, it was a little bit more complicated. First of all, you had to be exalted with the Nightfallen faction, which took a while to be able to do, and you didn't necessarily have to complete the main story for Suramar. You actually had to wait until the 7.15, for lack of a better term, the 7.15 coverage, which is the Insurrection storyline leading up to the Nightwell. Main reason being is that eventually you have to go into the Nightwell to free the Nightborne of their addiction to it. So, let's go ahead and talk with Lady Sylvanas Windrunner now that those requirements have been met, and see if we can enlist the Nightborne in our struggles. A second ally for the cause. One new ally will prove useful. A second will make us even stronger. Even now, the Alliance plots and schemes against us. We must move quickly, or they will strike before we are prepared to counter their aggression. Say the word when you are ready to begin pursuit of our next ally. There must be no hesitation.
I trust you will not waste my time.
Okay, so thankfully I know who we're already going to be pursuing, so let's just go ahead and do it. The Nightborne Elves. After emerging from millennia of isolation, the Nightborne of Suramar seek to rejoin the world. Lady Liadrin advises that the Horde would benefit from an alliance with these ancient elves. So, here we go. Let's go ahead and do that, and turn this in.
Come forward.
The rise of the Horde is at hand. Secure our new allied champion. And Lady Liadrin, let's go and talk to her.
To the light.
Drak, I'm glad you're here. We must convince the war chief to pursue an allegiance with the Nightborne. So, Thalysstra's estate. Regent Lord Theron invited the Nightborne to join him in Silvermoon City. First, we must inform them of the invitation. I prefer to do such things in person. Please come with me to Suramar and meet with Lady Thalystra.
Remain vigilant. The Regent Lord invited the Nightborne to Silvermoon. I am to travel to Suramar and escort Lady Thalystra to the meeting.
I am counting on you both. Do not return until Suramar's strength is pledged to the Horde.
As you command, War Chief. I will meet you at Lady Thalystra's estate in Suramar, champion.
Okay, so we just need to make our way back to the Broken Isles to be able to get this done. So we will do just that. Dalaran Hearthstone. Unfortunately, that's probably the closest to Suramar we can get for right now. This character hasn't really unlocked any flight paths or anything like that. So we're just going to have to hoof it a little bit. Thankfully, though, I figured out our flight form problems. Ah, dang it. Right into a corner. I wasn't even planning on that, and it happened. Okay, so let's go over here, and this should be in the direction of Suramar. As you guys can see, I haven't really done a whole lot on this character. He's kind of a side project at the moment. So there is Suramar. That is the former city of Zinashari. And the big building off to the right is the Nightwell. So that's actually the raid that you go into and eventually free the Nightborne of their addiction to that via the campaign that you go through in Suramar. So let's see. We need to go to Thalystra's estate. I don't actually remember where on the map it is. There it is. Okay, so let's readjust our course a little bit. And by the way, happy Wednesday, everybody. I hope everybody's having a good week so far. For me, it's frustrating as well as busy because I'm prepping for E3 coverage, but also we just barely got some news that I'm a little disappointed in. I was going to do coverage of the Dark Iron Dwarves and the Magar Orcs for you guys, but in the beta, they just barely implemented new rules for it. So you actually do have to be exalted with a faction to be able to get them. And that faction isn't available until you are max level in Battle for Azeroth because it's done via world quests. So I've already got a few people asking me whether or not that means I'm not going to pursue it because I've said I don't like spoiling content. I haven't thought that far ahead. I'll let you guys know as soon as I make a decision because I know I made a promise to you guys, but I also don't want to spoil the content, not just for myself, but also in concept of the Tale of Drakfu. I wanted to be able to go through through Zandalar on Drakvu as unique content. I can't necessarily do that now if I want to go do the Magar Orcs. That's kind of frustrating. Anyway, so we are here at Thylistra's estate. Let's go and talk to Lady Liadrin.
Pleasantries can wait.
The city of Suramar is beautiful to behold. I hope Silvermoon City is not a disappointment to them. All right.
Greetings, Lady Liadrin. Champion, welcome back to Suramar. I am pleased to receive you under more pleasant circumstances.
It is good to see your city free, First Arcanist.
For that, we owe you both a great debt. You proved instrumental to our cause.
The Horde was proud to fight by your side against the Burning Legion, my lady.
I must admit, when I first learned of the Horde, I was skeptical that we would share common ground. I thought our kin from Kalimdor would make obvious allies, but their arrogance and mistrust soon proved otherwise.
Arcanist Thylistra, I remember where your order stood in the War of the Ancients. How do we know you won't betray us and become the next Elisand, the next Ajara?
We do not intend to be slaves to the Nightwell. We seek to drive the Legion from Suramar and put an end to Elisand's oppression.
The Kaldori will fight to see the Legion defeated and the Nightwell destroyed. Beyond that, we shall see where Elun's wisdom guides us.
It would seem Elun's wisdom guided her away from the bond we once shared. So be it.
The Sindori are also scorned by Tyrande and her prideful lot. Yet for many ages, her people slept in dens or hid in trees while my people fought to save this world.
The Alliance feels too walled off, too cloistered. My people will never endure such stagnation again. That is why I am grateful for your invitation to Silvermoon. I would like to inquire whether there could be a place for the Nightborn in your Horde.
I feel kind of bad because I didn't actually change the flight form, but at least you kind of got the gist of what they were saying, is that Thylystra is feeling, well, jilted by Tyrande. Because Tyrande is still kind of as arrogant as she's ever been. It's not necessarily that. I don't, but I can see why people kind of think she comes off the way she does. She serves the goddess Elun, and the goddess Elun demands truth. So she's very brash and very upfront with people rather than seeing their plight in a lot of cases. Let's go ahead and take the quest from Lady Liadrin and see if we can seal the deal.
I am the Blade of the Light.
The Nightborn have been, so this is Silvermoon City. The Nightborn have been isolated from the world for thousands of years. Now that they have re-emerged, it is up to us to guide them along the right path. Regent Lord Theron has extended an invitation to the Nightborn to meet with us in Silvermoon. Come, Drak, let us travel to Silvermoon with Thylistra.
Shorel
Okay.
Aran. I am sure the Regent Lord will be pleased to learn of your interest. Are you ready to depart?
It would be an honor, Lady Liadrin. Oculith has the coordinates to your capital. I will gather Silgrin and Valtois and meet you in Silvermoon.
Okay, so we just need to meet with them in Silvermoon City. So now I kind of wish I hadn't used my flight or my Hearthstone, because we could have just bounced right back. But back to Dalaran we go, so that we can take our portal to Silvermoon City and meet up with Thylistra and Lady Liadrin. So that is an interesting way to be able to look at it, is that we actually do see this in the Insurrection storyline, where the Night Elves still come off as very brash and arrogant to the Nightborn, but the former Highborn, or the High or Blood Elves, they aren't necessarily, they're about the same nobility as the Nightborn, so they really do understand where the Nightborn are coming from. So, I mean, aside from the aesthetic of, yes, this is a great way to be able to get Night Elf models on the Horde side, and Void Elves are a great way to get the Blood Elf models on the Alliance side, but that actually does make sense lore-wise, is Tyrande is still Tyrande, and there's a reason that the Highborn kind of frown upon her and her methods and her as Priestess of Elun. I get that. It's just kind of an acquired thing. I like Tyrande. I like Tyrande as a character, but that's just because I kind of am like Tyrande, where I'm very brash. I don't believe in sugarcoating things for people. And that's how Tyrande operates. I'm pretty sure if there was a wart on Malfurion's face, she'd tell him, and she'd tell him to get it removed, because that's the way she rolls. Okay, so this is putting us into Windrunner Sanctuary again, where we can take a portal to Silvermoon City. And there it is. So into Burning Crusade we go! Yeah, because it's still Burning Crusade content. There we go.
Lady Liadrin, champion, you are most welcome. As you can see, we have an unexpected visitor.
Hello again, Liadrin, champion. Lorthamar, I am here concerning a matter that might be best addressed in private.
I see no need to keep secrets from allies, Illyria. In fact, some new friends of ours are just arriving.
Interesting. So we have Illyria Windrunner here, who is kind of the leader of the Void Elves. So I'm guessing that this is part of her storyline coming from Argus to try and enlist more Void Elves. Not sure. Let's go ahead and talk to Liadrin.
Anaria Shala.
Good, we're all here. Our guests should be arriving shortly. Remember the Sunwell. The Regent Lord intends to show First Arcanist Thalysra our Sunwell. I do not know if he will allow Illyria Windrunner to attend the meeting, but we are invited to join them. Okay?
Fight. First Arcanist Thalysra, and honored guests, welcome to Silvermoon.
It is a pleasure to visit your fine city at last. Thank you for extending the invitation, Regent Lord.
Please, call me Lorthamar. But where are my manners? Allow me to introduce another guest, Lady Illyria Windrunner, a hero of Silvermoon's past.
An unexpected honor, Lady Windrunner. Silgrin told me of your courage during the campaign on Argus.
The honor is mine, First Arcanist. I do not mean to intrude upon your visit. Perhaps I should return another time.
Nonsense. Whatever you came to say, you may say in front of our guests.
As you wish. I come bearing an offer from High King Anduin
I had hoped your visit was motivated by a love for Silvermoon. Instead, you come at the behest of the Alliance's boy king. How disappointing.
Cutting words, Lorthamar. Are they yours, I wonder? Or has the dutiful ranger I knew become the mouthpiece of your war chief?
You doubt my words, yet how can we trust your own? Do you deny that the Lords of the Void whisper to you? Did you not surrender yourself to the shadows on Argus?
It seems the offer I bring has been anticipated and spurned. Very well. But before I leave, I have one request. It has been 1,000 years since I set eyes upon the Sunwell. May I visit it once again?
I advise against it. We cannot trust that she will not—
Whatever she has become, Illyria is a daughter of Quel'Thalas. I will not deny her pilgrimage to our most sacred site. First Arcanist, you and your retinue would be welcome to join us.
I would consider it an honor to see the Sunwell, Lorthamar. And I prefer that my friends call me Thalysra.
Romoth, kindly open the way for us. Please, follow me.
Very interesting dialogue here. Illyria's not necessarily welcome in Silvermoon anymore. Okay, so let's go ahead and... So this is actually good. This is kind of what I thought High Mountain Tauren would do as well, is that it sets you off into a separate scenario. That's not necessarily the case for the High Mountain Tauren, but it looks like it is for the Nightborne. Let's go ahead and take the portal to the Sunwell and see what happens. If the loading bar would work. There we go. Ah. Anara la Balore. So here is the refreshed Sunwell, which you only get a little bit of access to in other quests. I'm very happy that they did that here. Let's go ahead and meet with Liadrin. There we go.
The sense of power is palpable. As potent as the Nightwell, but of a different nature.
The Sunwell was corrupted by our enemies, but a Naru's sacrifice purified its waters. Now, The essence of the light sustains us.
The Sunwell has changed, but its beauty remains. It has been so long.
Stay back!
Whoa!
This is why I demanded that Umbric and his radicals be exiled. Anyone who treats with the Void is a danger to the Sunwell.
You intend for my presence to...
Enough! We need to cleanse this corruption before the well is lost.
Silver, Valtoire, aid the Regent Lord.
Okay, so, Ilaria, you shouldn't have done that, especially considering how corrupted you are by the Void. I do not think that the light and the Void should ever mingle. We've already seen how many ways it does not go right. I still don't think she's realized just, like, the issues that her new melding has created. But I did find it interesting. Ramath mentioned another person who maybe might be a character we work with a little bit with the Void Elves. Because he sounded like a leader of Void Elves in Silvermoon. Oh, jeez, come on. I know I'm not supposed to stand in the Void junk, but you're not really giving me much choice. Come on. Kill off these Void effusions. Let's get this guy over here. Come on. Come on, buddy. There we go. Oh.
The vessel has been found.
Another Prince Durzan. Well, we have this guy, Avron the Darkener now. Let's go ahead and take him down. No, you don't get to summon your Void Storms. I don't like you getting amazing mechanics and I don't. So, sorry, screw you. Less than 50, though. Ah, come on! Trying to keep that ball away from all of the Magi, but I guess I shouldn't worry too much. They are AI characters, after all. Not too much is probably going to hurt them that bad. Mark's get it up. 5%, come on! Goodbye, Avron.
Seeks to open a rift into the chamber. If it comes through, we may lose the Sunwell.
I can close the rift, but I will need help.
Tell us what
Okay.
to do, and we will lend our strength.
The door opens. Yes. This should suit our needs.
Now, focus your power with mine.
Can I help?
Only delay the inevitable. I will yet have my prize.
The Sunwell is secure. Your aid was invaluable, Philisra. And yours, champion.
Guards! Seize this saboteur.
I will not be taken prisoner in my own homeland.
Enough! You will leave at once, Illyria. Accident or no, your presence poses a danger to Quel'Thalas. Go back to Stormwind. Silvermoon is no longer your home.
Oh, come on, she just barely got home, Lorthamar. You don't think we're done dealing with the Void, do you?
I regret you had to witness that exchange, Philisra. This is not how I planned your visit to unfold.
On the contrary, this conflict has demonstrated your dedication to your people. I can see that the Horde has allowed you to uphold your traditions, something that is very important to us.
We gain strength from our allies, but we have not lost who we are.
Suramar will always be our home. But some among my people wish to venture out into the world, to claim our place in Azeroth once again. To do that, we need allies.
You
The
do?
Horde offers that to you, First Arcanist. Join us. The gates of Silvermoon stand open to you.
On behalf of the Nightborne, I accept your proposal. From this day forth, Suramar fights for the Horde.
Excellent. Lady Liadrin, Please return to Orgrimmar and tell the war chief the good news.
It will be my pleasure, Regent Lord. I will meet you in Silvermoon, champion.
All right, so... Okay, couple things I need to unload there. Alaria is just barely getting back. She doesn't completely understand these void powers that she has. And yes, while I can see why that does pose a danger to Silvermoon, there were ways to be able to handle it other than the way Lorthamar did. I do like the lore that we're getting here, but Lorthamar, I think, was a little hard on Alaria. And now this makes a lot more sense from Thalysra's end. If you look at it from their perspective, the Blood Elves or the High Elves are originally former Nightborn nobility, like the former Night Elf nobility. They were the Highborn. So at that point, it makes sense for them to be kind of a similar lineage, since the Nightborn are very, very much used to nobility stature. Same thing as the Blood Elves and the High Elves. So I can get that, but man, they were just a little hard on Alaria, I think. She just barely came home from many, 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 many years of fighting a war. We weren't even aware she was fighting. Let's go and talk to Liadrin.
I am the Blade of the Light.
That was not wholly expected. No. The Nightborn. The war chief will be pleased with our success. Thalysra and her Nightborn will prove strong allies, I am sure. So we need to return to the war chief. Do we have a means to be able to get there? I don't remember if Silvermoon has an Orgrimmar portal anymore. I don't think they do, and that's disappointing. So, I have 2 more minutes before I can actually hearth, but I may have another option. Let's do a dream walk really quick. Never mind. That's not going to put me... Hyjal might put me pretty close. Either way, let's go ahead and do a quick magic cut, and then we'll rejoin back in Orgrimmar. Okay, we are back in Orgrimmar, so let's go ahead and tell the War Chief the good news, where we can now create Highborn characters.
Our true work is just beginning.
You return with good news, Drak. So with that, you get the Nightborn Mana Saber, which is the unique mount for the Nightborn. Boom!
War Chief Sylvanas Windrunner. This is First Arcanist Thalysra of Suramar.
An honor, War Chief. I have fought alongside both Lady Liadrin and the Regent Lord. Their courage is a credit to your Horde.
Indeed, First Arcanist.
The Horde embodies strength, determination, individuality. Traits we Shaldorai value as well. It is time for the Nightborn to find allies among the kingdoms of Azeroth. If you will have us, we would be proud to pledge our forces to your cause.
For millennia, Suramar stood alone. This day, you become part of something greater. I accept your oath of service, Thalysra.
Suramar stands with the Horde.
For the Horde!
For the Horde!
Okay, with that, we can now officially create Nightborn characters. So first of all, let's go ahead and use the Nightborn Mana Saber, which, boom, gives us that. Oh, and apparently I got a... What did I do to get that? Oh, I actually haven't unwrapped this yet. So because I have Battle for Azeroth Collector's Edition, I get the Gilded Ravasaur. That's actually pretty cool looking. So set that as a favorite. And where is the Nightborn Mana Saber? Let's go ahead and set that as well, because that looks pretty cool too. There are some mounts I've gotten rid of just because I don't like the look of them. But let's go ahead and do another quick magic cut while we head back to the character creation screen. Okay, so here we are on the character creation screen. We have a brand spanking new Nightborn, and I'm actually going to go ahead and pick a Nightborn mage. I think that's actually a very appropriate race to be able to pick for the Nightborn. And let's just go ahead and go over to the customization options. I kind of know what I want anyway. So these are the skin colors that you can technically get. You can get kind of a greenish blue hue, you get kind of a purplish hue, and then you can also get kind of a grayish one. I'm actually going to go with the greenish blue. I like that. And then for face, so here are the ones you can get. That one looks kind of haughty. Oh, that one looks kind of angry. More angry. Oh, that looks aged. Even more angry, and he's mildly disinterested in everything. That's perfect for me. All right, hairstyle. So This is where you can kind of pick brand new hairstyles that have been available for the Nightborne. You can go straight bald if you want to. That's technically an option. You can do this one. That's kind of cool. You can do a little bit of a ponytail, another ponytail, another ponytail. You can have long flowing locks, or you can have a little bit of a widow's peak. I almost want to go straight bald because I actually do like Oculith and Silgrin in how they handle things, or how they wear things. See, that's too long in my opinion. Like maybe this would be a little bit better, but we'll go straight bald. I think that'll be interesting. And then hair color. Technically, I'll actually show this off. So if you had hair, you could do hair color, and we'll go to the top. So you can have straight white. There you go. A couple of other hues. Straight black if you want it, and then kind of a blackish gray. But again, I'm going bold, so it doesn't even matter what you actually choose to do, because everything is just slightly bald. Earrings. So this is actually kind of part of these ear pieces. So you can have a bare ear if you want to, or you can have this. That's actually kind of cool. That actually is pretty awesome. I like this one a little bit. I like that they have ones that cover most of the ear. Probably do this one or this one. I'm literally customizing on the fly, people. I'm going to go ahead and do this. And then tattoo style. So this is something that came over from the Demon Hunters, but High Mountain Tauren also had it. So basically what this allows for me to do is you can see these kind of vague arcane tattoos that are throughout the body. I can just basically change their outline and how they work. So you can go bare if you want, or you can have kind of this summoner circle. You can have this one, which is kind of cool. Or you can go this route. I'm going this route. I actually like that. And then I already know what I'm calling him, and that is Drak Magi. Oh no! Drak Magus? Yay, Drak Magus is available. Oh, look, and it's out in Suramar. That's actually pretty cool looking. So let's go ahead and start this up and see what we get for an entrance.
For 10,000 years, Suramar was the only world we knew. As the ages passed, Azeroth changed around us and fell into the Legion's grasp. To secure our people's future, you must help reclaim our place in Azeroth. Venture forth alongside new allies and show the world that the legacy of the Nightborne is one of nobility and strength.
All right, and we're just going to go ahead and skip this whole process because I'm just going to go ahead and make this on the fly. Don't worry too much about that. Okay, so just give me a quick second while we fix this problem. I believe it's Mobius that has it. There we go. So here's all of our new spells. Oh, and it didn't even ask me what spec I wanted. It just immediately put me in Frost. What the heck, man? Well, that's okay, because Frost is actually an ideal leveling spec for mages, I suppose. Let's see, Flurry. We'll just go ahead and kind of make this on the fly. No, I don't want to cast Blizzard now. And we'll do that there. Here's our Water Elemental. Arcane Pulse. Oh, this is actually a racial, I think. Arcane damage to nearby enemies and reduce their movement. And Conjure Refreshment. We'll put that right there. And what is Flurry? Unleash the Flurry of Ice, striking the target 3 times for a total of this frost damage. Each hit reduces the target's movement speed. That is kind of helpful. I'm actually going to swap these two. And then while Brain Freeze is active, Flurry applies Winter's Chill, causing your target to take damage from your spells as if it were frozen. Yay! And we're also going to move this over here so that we can summon a Water Elemental. We're not too worried about this right off the bat, and I actually have a feeling I'm going to switch this guy over to Fire. I really like Fire Mages for some reason. Let's go ahead and talk to Thalyssra. And we also have Lilith Lunester. She's another part of the Suramar campaign.
Greetings.
For the Horde. After ages standing alone, we are once again poised to become part of something greater. Our alliance with the Horde affords us a fresh start, a unique chance that must not be squandered. The War Chief's ambassador awaits you in Orgrimmar, Drak. From there you will set out on a journey across Azeroth, fight to defend this land, and claim a place for the Shal'Dorei within it. Show the world who we are, mage. Bring honor to the Horde. For in so doing, you will bring honor to Suramar.
When our city faced its darkest hour, the heroes of Azeroth fought with us to drive out the Legion. Some did so reluctantly. But the Sin'dorei, the Blood Elves, showed us respect and understanding. Their kinship proved there were others in Azeroth who share our values. Now it is our turn to demonstrate the strength and honor we bring to the Horde. Go to Orgrimmar, join with our allies, and forge a new future together. As you travel the roads of Azeroth, tell those you meet of the Nightborne's proud history, and show them that we live in seclusion no longer.
We can definitely do that. Oh, no, this is not the button I want. This is what I wanted. I wanted to get Blink, because I know that Blink is a thing. And we'll also, because it's a mage, get the teleport. And do you have a portal button? No, not yet. Okay, that's fine, because we want to be able to have these teleports. Because we could already teleport to Orgrimmar, but that's pretty much it. The other thing I find interesting is that this puts us in the Nighthold. So the Nighthold is where we would be going as a raid in Legion. And so now you kind of get a uncorrupted version, a non-Legion-y, non-demon-y version of the Nighthold. That's pretty cool. And actually, we forgot to get talents. So, Ray of Frost. For the next 10 seconds, you channel a beam of ice power at an enemy, slowing movement by 50% and dealing, frost damage. That's actually pretty cool. Replaces summon water elemental. You can no longer summon your water elemental, but Frostbolt, Ice Lance, Flurry, and Frozen Orb deal 25% increased damage. Bone Chilling. When you attempt to chill a target, you gain Bone Chilling, increasing frost damage you deal by this many seconds, stacking up to 12 times. You know what? These are actually pretty cool, but I'm going to go with Bone Chilling. That is very helpful as far as I am concerned. And we'll go ahead and summon our water elemental. I love the casting animations. I will already say that now for the Nightborne. That's pretty cool. So I believe we just go down here. We have a couple of portals. Are there portal to Shalaran? That's pretty cool. You have a portal to Shalaran. And then this is, I'm guessing, supposed to be either Darnassus or Stormwind. No, we're strictly Horde. I don't know where that is. Technically, is that supposed to be Silvermoon? Oh, and here's Chief Telemancer Oculeth. There you go. So let's go ahead. Can we go to Shalaran? Can we go there? That would actually be really cool if we could. Never mind. We'll go over to the Orgrimmar Embassy. I want to explore, but I am level 20 right now. I don't want to be put in a place where I could get nuked. So here we are in the Orgrimmar Embassy. We've already talked to this guy. I have a feeling he says the same thing. So we'll just go ahead and skip this over. So now you get the Shal'Dorei Tabard, as well as a letter from Lady Sylvanas Windrunner.
Ah, the young hero comes before me. I am told you show great promise.
Farewell.
Let us hope these reports prove true. The Nightborne are a wise and powerful people. The ancient knowledge you possess will prove a great boon to our cause. The Horde has many rivals in this world. Some call us enemies, others call us outcasts. But we find strength in unity, and in defiance of those who would challenge our freedom. Rest assured, I will be taking note of your progress. As War Chief, I expect much of you, and I reward those who serve me well.
I'm sure you do.
Enough of these pleasantries. You have much to prove, hero. Wherever your path takes you, know that you fight for the Horde.
Okay, so now that we've had our speech from Sylvanas, let's go ahead and head over to the War Chief's command board. Just kind of, basically what we're doing is what we did for the High Mountain Tauren. But you could also see the Nightborne Mana Saber that you can get if you complete the opening quest line. And it's for a limited time, guys, so remember to get it. And here's actually our Nightborne emissary. We do eventually get a, we also get a High Mountain Tauren emissary if you have that too. Let's go ahead and do this. And it looks like the same choices, so I'll just go ahead and pick Hillsbrad Foothills. We already know that, and
We
take
are
this.
the defenders of Suramar. Stay
There we
strong
go.
for Suramar.
And that's pretty much it as usual. So that's actually going to go ahead and do it for this video. So thank you guys so much for watching. When we come back next week, we will then take on the first of the 2 Alliance allied races as we venture into unlocking the Lightforged Draenei. We'll see you guys then.